to commit. And don't call me in the middle of the night and say that you're not able to be loved. That's not right. No, I don't wanna be that one. Still a million miles from you. So I'm gonna let you go. Oh boy, if you only knew. Not a day goes by without you on my mind. You couldn't go on together. You said nothing lasts forever. Though you can't deny, hold it all inside. No, you can trust me, just close your eyes, knowing that I'm around. I'll be around. Yeah. You're not scared of love, just scared of love. Alright, alright, enough. Just tell me if you want my love or not. 'Cause I don't wanna be that one. Still a million miles from you, yeah. So I'm gonna let you go. Oh boy, if you only knew. Not a day goes by without you on my mind. You couldn't go on together. You said nothing lasts forever. Though you can't deny, hold it all inside. No, you can trust me, just close your eyes, knowing that I'm around. 'Cause I don't wanna be that one. No, still a million miles from you. So I'm gonna let you go. You go. Oh boy, if you only knew. Not a day goes by without you on my mind. You couldn't go on together. You said nothing lasts forever. Though you can't deny, hold it all inside. No, you can trust me, just close your eyes, knowing that I'm
Tell him I need my money right now. Brought me the juice, they stole out my crown. Sorry to tell you, I know my value. I'm gonna recoup it, but don't waste my energy, my energy. I don't got much, don't be wasting all my energy. I keep it tight, don't let nobody get close to me. My heart is right, don't question my integrity. No, I thought we would be just fine, and I thought your heart was like mine. But let me find out, you've been going around throwing shots, running plots. Come on, man, tryna block my blessings, but no need for comparisons. What's from me won't be from me. Yeah, I'ma go through just to grow through. But pay me what you owe me for, I make what you've been saying about me true, true. Tell him I need my money right now. Brought me the juice, they stole out my crown. Sorry to tell you, I know my value. I'm gonna recoup it. Don't waste my loyalty, my loyalty. I let you in back then because I couldn't see, but now it's clear you ain't ever been true to me. My intuition ain't ever lied, I had to leave. Handle your business, do what you think you need to do to get your revenge. But you won't break me, God as my witness. Past the point of no return, I'm on a mission. Tryna block my blessings, but no need for comparisons. What's from me won't be from me. Yeah, I'ma go through just to grow through. But pay me what you owe me for, I make what you've been saying.
she's putting all of her cards down on the table, knowing there's no way that you'll be able to win this one. But she's somebody else in the making. First, she just gotta stop all the faking, and she'll be there. But she's wondering if it's gonna feel like she's forever. Wondering if it's gonna feel like she's whenever she leaves her safe space. She leaves her safe space. Wondering if it is forever, or is there some place that will make her feel better? Make her feel better. Then that's where she'll go. That's where she'll go. Somebody say, don't be afraid of loving yourself, 'cause that is all you got in the end. You got in the end. But she's wondering if it's gonna feel like she's forever. Wondering if it's gonna feel like she's whenever she leaves her safe space. She leaves her safe space. Wondering if it is forever, or is there some place that will make her feel better? Make her feel better. Then that's where she'll go. That's where she'll go. Talking to myself 'cause I don't know what I want. Yeah, I'm here talking to myself like someone's gonna respond. I'm getting tired of myself 'cause I don't know what I want. But I'm not out here on my own. Wondering if it is forever, or is there some place that'll make her feel better? Make her feel better. And that's where she'll go. That's where she'll go. That's where she'll go. That's where she'll go. Yeah, that's where she'll go. That's where she'll go. Talking to myself 'cause I don't know what I want. Yeah, I'm here talking to myself like someone's gonna respond. I'm getting tired of myself 'cause I don't know what I want. But I'm not out here on my own.
Yeah. I want a house in the hills I pay big bills for. I ain't got in pocket. I wanna empty out my wallet. I wanna stop motion, stand still. Wallace and Gromit. I wanna talk more endlessly. I wanna neurotically vomit. I want more dollars from my mama. I want a palace in Prada. I want a Gucci bag where I can store my sorrows and hardships. I wanna gold plate my partners. I want endless tomorrows. I want a lot more than I got right now. That's the problem. You could give me every little thing I'd ever want, but I'd never have enough till the day I had it all. Yeah, you can give me every little thing I ever want, but I'd never have enough till the day I had it all.
Oh, I see what you want, baby, but it might be just a little more than I can give you.
Second thought, I want $1 for everyone, not just my mama. I wanna hit the ball out on random pedestrians. I want my questions to be answered till my brain bored and questionless. I want more self-assurance. I don't ever want to second guess. I want somebody to shut the fuck up. Less he trying to tell me yes again. I want so many best friends that I can't tell what friendship is. I want the diamonds, gold, and glitter. I want fast cars I'll never whip. I want it all till I'm empty in my castle of everything.
Oh, I see what you want, baby, but it might be just a little more than I can give you.
I want a pushy,
drive that pay big bills and cheap thrills. Wanna mob out with my homies like Timmy, Tommy, and Dill. I'm not trying to be famous, okay, maybe a lil. Since I'm a rapper, I should buy me some grills and gold frills that I can sleep on while I contemplate pills and peep on, hold still. Might sedate you, just a fire at will. I got an appetite for hardship, big fish meets krill. Don't sleep, don't spill, I ain't got my fill. I want the beauty queen to make me show my pearly whites. The type of movie scene that make you count your blessings twice. It's not the only thing that's on my list, I checked it twice and sent it off to Santa's elves like I've been playing nice. I see what you want. Oh, I see what you want. Oh, I see what you want. But it might be a little more than I
give you.
You broke my heart.
You broke my heart
A million times.
a million times.
Can't count the times.
Can't count the times.
I made you cry.
I made you cry.
Oh, we're such a mess.
We are such a mess.
And we're burning out.
And we're burning out.
I get so sad.
I get so sad
The thought
at the thought of losing you. Hey, we back, y'all. Get the likes up.
The thought of losing you.
Price of admission is a thumbs up on the video. The price of admission is a thumbs up on the video. That is the cost
You're so
to be the boss.
perfect as the day goes by. Even
Good morning,
though
everybody.
our
Salute.
stars hate, they make me smile.
Salute.
I stop the world if it would give us time.
I'll stop the world if it would give us
To work
time.
things out. To work things out.
They gave us some time to work things out.
To work things out.
Come on, baby. Let's just work things out.
Baby. To work things out.
Let's work it out,
To
man.
work things out.
We can work it out.
To work things out. To work things out.
I ain't gonna front. I got the dopest playlist, right? I got the best music on YouTube. On all the shows on YouTube, who got better music than shit?
Don't let me go. I know you're angry.
I know you angry, baby.
And I am cold.
And I'm cold. I know
I
it.
get so sad.
I get so sad,
The
baby.
thought of losing you.
I get so sad at the thought of losing you.
Losing you.
Tell the truth. I got the best
I
music
can't
on
bear
YouTube.
the thought of losing you.
Y'all ain't even heard about the music I got.
I'm losing you. You're still perfect.
You want my playlist, Drea?
The day goes by.
Everybody
Even
wants my
though
playlist.
our ones hate, they make me smile.
Y'all want me to send
I
over the
stop
MP3s?
world
You want the raw
if
file?
it would give us time, yeah,
To work things out.
To work things out.
Come on. Come on.
To work things out. To work things out. Yeah. To work things out. To work things out.
I know y'all moving. I know you grooving in your chair right now. I know you guys are. You know, black people, we got soul. We got rhythm.
To work things out.
I know you moving.
To work things out.
Some of y'all snapping
To work
fingers.
things out.
I know my guys out there bobbing heads like, Come on. Tell me I'm lying.
To work things out. To work things out.
Good morning. Welcome to another chapter of Rich People Read, where we read a book a month to instruct you in the ways of the successful through the power of reading. This is our book club. Have you ever been part of a book club? Well, you are now. If you're watching this video, you are officially part of a book club. If anybody ever says, hey man, have you ever joined a book club? You can say, yup. I rock with my man Shannon over on YouTube. We read over there. We read a book a month. Every month. For the foreseeable future. We do what the successful do. Keep it real though. Tell me I don't got the hottest playlist. I watch all the shows. I go to everybody's page. I go to all the channels. I subscribe to everybody. I tell everybody to subscribe to everybody. We support each other in this community, right? We talk about everything. The upliftment of ourselves. Over here, we specifically talk about entrepreneurships and relationships. But nobody got the music like your boy Shan. Nobody has the music like your boy Shan. Even my underbed. Y'all hear the underbed right now? Come on. Tell the truth. It's like a club. When you over here, it's like we at a happy hour. DJ just playing some soothing music. Nobody has a better playlist than your boy Shan. Let's keep it 100. Nobody. I'm number one in that aspect. Just what it is. As everybody taking their vitamins of the day. Over here, we all take our vitamins to keep ourselves healthy. Unfortunately, with a big UN, unfortunately, we are subject to the American diet. We are subject to the foods that's provided to us here in America, and all of them are processed. All of them are processed. Yeah, I know there's some exceptions, but fuck that. All of them are processed. We eat processed foods ever since the turn of the last century. That's why 50% of Americans have diverticulitis and don't know it. You know, I learned that because I was diagnosed with complex diverticulitis. I explained that in another video. I'll probably talk about it later. But you probably have diverticulitis and you don't know it. Go look it up. Diverticulitis. Ask about it. Go Google it and pin it. Real quick, run over to Google. I'm gonna give you 10 seconds. Run over to Google. Type in the word diverticulitis and then come back. And then I want you to take a look at that and learn about it later. You probably have diverticulitis and don't know it. What caused diverticulitis? The American diet, processed foods as a result of the turn of the last century, the industrialized nation. And in order to do better, you have to take supplements. The foods that's provided to us it just don't have what we need. It's not giving us what we need, you guys, unfortunately. So what do we have to do? Lakeisha is setting it off, you guys. Good morning, love, with her cute self. Thank you so much, Lakeisha, for the $10 super chat. Lakeisha doesn't even have nothing to say. She just blessing the channel. She just came into the new week, said, you know what, here, let me sow a seed over here so I can get it sevenfold over there. That's how it works. You guys understand the law of reciprocity, right? The law of reciprocity. So whether you guys bless my channel with a super chat, whether you help your coworker, whether you helping somebody who needs it in your community, the law of reciprocity, the way it works is when everything you seed, you sow. Every time you put out, you get back. It's the law of reciprocity. It's karma, in other words. And so what happens is and I tell people over here that, it goes both ways. Karma goes both ways. So if you do bad to people, bad shit's gonna happen to you sevenfold. You steal $100 from somebody, you're gonna lose $700 in the future. Somehow, some way. You bless somebody with $100, you're gonna get $700 back somehow, some way. It may not necessarily come in cash. It may come in possessions. It may come in tangible items. You may get a free iPhone one day. You may be the winner of a contest. Somebody may give you an attorney may give you free services that would otherwise cost you $700 if you had to hire somebody else. But because you helped out your cousin with $100 one day, that they really, really needed it, and you wasn't really tripping, an attorney helped you over here with $700 of free counsel. Now, you'll never attribute the two to each other. You can never really connect them. How can you connect $100 of helping your cousin with $700 worth of pro bono work from an attorney? You can't, but that's just the way it works. You're not supposed to keep score. You don't keep score. And so when you see people who seems like they're always winning, like, damn, why they always winning? They always got a new car. They always got a new job. They always stay fly and fresh. Good shit seems to happen to them all the time. Why does good shit happen to that person all the time? Pause in there. Soldiers, we got a new member. Shout out to Stephen Day.
Sir, yes, sir.
Shout out to Stephen Day.
Sir, yes, sir.
Soldiers, shout out to Stephen Day.
Sir, yes, sir.
Go into your emojis and give him a salute. Thank you, Stephen Day. Thank you for joining. Thank you for leveling up, man. Thank you for leveling up with us. Thank you for your presence in the membership over here, for you to help us become better. In return, we are going to help you become better. Thank you, Stephen Day, for joining us so you can bless us with your wisdom and knowledge. In return, we're going to bless you with ours. That's the whole purpose of the membership over here. I don't have a Patreon. You know, I know a lot of people tell, join my Patreon group. I got a lot. No, I don't have a Patreon. I don't have a book to sell. I don't have a course for people to sign up and pay my, here's $1,000 for my course. I don't have that. I just have this membership section for those that want to pay a paltry amount to become part of the SR Army. So we can all feed off of each other, because iron sharpens iron. Thank you, Stephen. I appreciate you, bro. I appreciate you. Hoorah. You know, I'm gonna start using my sounds.
Hoorah.
Hoorah. You know who that is?
Hoorah.
That's Al Pacino, baby. That's Al Pacino. I had to give my man Al Pacino.
Hoorah.
I'm gonna start using them sounds every time. Like, you know how you go on other channels and people be talking and they say something like the lead attorney, he got bam, 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 bam. He got the horns, you know.
Hoorah.
Every time y'all say something or I read something that's cool, I'm gonna be like, that's right.
Hoorah. Hoorah.
I got y'all over there laughing. Y'all laughing at me. Ace is in here. Did Ace change his name? Ace, did he change his name? He said, man, I'm dropping the senior. I'm Ace. I'm number one. Did Ace change his name? Everybody, throw your ones up.
Being number
Ace.
one isn't easy.
Throw your ones up for Ace. He just said, look, one syllable, one word, number one. I'm Ace.
Being number one isn't easy.
Shout out to my man Ace. Appreciate you. Appreciate you, bro, for being here. Thank you for being here. My man Stephen Day, he said, loved you ever since my first King talk. That's right. Took long. No, I didn't take you too long. You right on time, boss. You right on time, Stephen. You right on time. Space Hopper, everybody throw your ones up for Space Hopper.
Being number one isn't easy.
Thank you so much, Space Hopper, for the $5 super chat. He says, all I'm waiting for is the Kevin Samuels collab. He shows, regardless of what channel size, when the topic is buzzing, just a matter of time. Nupe, Kevin is coming over. You know, I support Kevin. Publicly, I like to make it a public record, Your Honor, that Shannon Rawls supports Kevin Samuels. Period. Nothing else to say, Your Honor. I rest my case. That'll be dope. Shout out to my man Ace. Everybody, throw your ones up.
Being number one isn't easy.
Ace, bless the channel, $20. Opening the week up. Thank you, Ace. Soldiers, throw your ones up for Ace. Throw your ones up for Space Hopper 45. That's right. That's right. Yeah, we were talking, what was I talking about before y'all started blessing the channel? I forgot what my point was. I think I was talking about reciprocity. Oh, that's right. I was talking about reciprocity. You can never really attribute what, you know, it's not like I did something good over here, so the same thing that I did is going to be done to me. That's not how reciprocity works, ladies and gentlemen. That's not how it works. I got so many stories about bad things that's happened to me where worse things have happened back to me later on. I'm going to talk about those later. Probably in the member section, in the Be a Better Man and Be a Better Woman videos that I'm currently recording. I'm going to talk about those over there. I'll talk about one where I used to steal carburetors from Volkswagens. I hate that I did that. I really regret that I did that. Me and my friend, 30 years ago, we used to steal carburetors off of people's Volkswagens. We had two. I had two bugs. I had a 66 Beetle and I had a 65 Beetle. I gave the 66 to my best friend because I just didn't need two. I had I had a Cadillac and I had some other cars, and at the time I didn't need two Volkswagen Beetles, and I wanted to ride with my boy, so I gave my boy a 66. I kept the 65, and as we were building up our cars, we'd go steal parts. We'd go out late at night. We'd dress up in black, go out late at night, and we'd steal parts. This is before I joined the military. Before I corrected myself and learned to become better. And I really regret that I did that. I wish that I can go and pay restitution to the people that I hurt. Instead, I paid restitution in other ways that's come back to me negatively. So I know it was a super inconvenience for these people. This is back in the 80s and the 90s. But the bad things that's happened to me as a result of what I did back then, I deserve every bit of it. I deserve every single bit of it. And I still wish I could pay restitution to the people that I hurt, that woke up in the morning and realized their car wouldn't start. That's just one story, man. I got more. I grew up in LA. Land of gangbanging. I got more. Yeah, what good did you do for others? Good will come back to you sevenfold, but it may not come back the same way that you put it out. So that's why you don't keep score. You don't count what you do for others. You just do it. And when you see other people that's like, damn, shit is going good for them all the time, it's because those people, all the time, good things they're doing for others. And when you see somebody that's always down and out, always broke, shit don't ever happen good for them, problems in their life, those are usually selfish, stingy people, problematic people, people who don't help others. Don't be like that. Because then you're going to just work yourself into a rut. And then one day you're going to get so old that you don't really want to move anymore. You start feeling all these pains in your back and you just don't have the energy and the strength that you had to when you were young. And you just pray that you can rely on all the good shit that you've done. And if all you got is bad, if you look at your life book and all you got is bad shit that you've done to people, it's not going to be a good outlook for you. We are reading Think and Grow Rich, ladies and gentlemen. This is the YouTube book club for those who want to prosper. And this is our first book. We're halfway through. We're beyond halfway through. It's only 15 chapters and today's chapter 10. It's only 15 chapters and today is chapter 10. We will be done before Christmas. We'll be starting a new book. We don't wait for the month to go out. Even though I say, we read a book a month to instruct you in the ways of the successful. There's no weeks off. I'm not going to wait till January to start our next book. We just simply do it the very following Monday. So we'll be reading a new book by Christmas. Yes. We'll be reading a new book by Christmas. This one here is all about entrepreneurship and getting money. Because that's what we do over here, right? We get money over here at Shannon's channel. At my channel, we get money. We get money and successful relationships. Women get the men that they want. Men get the women that they want. And we all get money over here. Over here, that's what we do over here. And so we're reading currently Think and Grow Rich. The next book is going to be about relationships. It's going to help you understand relationships and yourself even better. But right now we're reading Think and Grow Rich. This particular book is my favorite book. Is my second favorite book on the planet. My first favorite book is the Bible. My second favorite book is Think and Grow Rich. This book has made more millionaires, a millionaire, than any other book in the world. And chapter 10, the chapter we're reading today, is two things. One, it's the shortest chapter in the entire book. And two, it's the chapter that I can't get together. This book is not just a self-help book that make you feel good and warm and fuzzy inside. This book is an instruction manual that gives you clear and specific things that you must do in order to get the outcomes you want. If you do them, you'll get them. If you don't, and if you waver at any degree, you might as well consider it a failure. It's not going to happen for you. So that's what we're reading together. And for those that don't know, I read it to you. I'm going to spend the next, because this is a short chapter, maybe 30 minutes or 45 minutes reading you the book. And all you got to do is throw in your headphones and just listen to your boy Shan. If you'd like to read along and you got a highlighter so you can highlight some points, that's important. This chapter is super important. It's one of the biggest things that I've been preaching for the last 10 years. Your circle. The way I've always said it is, if you're the smartest person in your crew, you need a new crew. Think about the people in your phone. Where's my phone? Here's my iPhone. This is my iPhone, you guys. This is my iPhone. See my two sons? That's my two. They're covered up by the notifications. Those are my two sons. This is my phone. And in my favorites are the people that I talk to. Who's in your favorites on your phone? Who is in the favorites of your phone? Who is the 5 people that you consider your inner circle? If you were to show me those people, if I was to talk to each of the 5 people that you hang around, I could determine what kind of person you are. Now, I just got to keep it 100 with you. If you got some sloppy ass friends in your favorite 5, if you got some messy people in there, you got some toxic. I hate that word toxic. Y'all done got me hooked on a word that I abhor. But if you got some toxic friends, if you got some narcissists in there, you got some assholes, you got people who don't sow into others, you got people that gossip, I could pretty much guess what kind of person you are. However, if you are surrounded by successful people who you aspire to be like in some form or fashion, if your favorite 5 people that you hang out with, the people that you went to brunch with last weekend, the people that you sit around and watch TV shows with, you guys are watching a Netflix series together, a TV show together. The people that you in your favorite 5 don't borrow shit. They don't borrow nothing from you all the time. Don't ask for nothing. Lakeisha, I just got your DM. I'll take a look at it at the end of the show. If those people are intelligent, well-spoken, wealthy, self-sufficient, healthy, good-looking, smart, I could probably determine that you're all those things as well. And here's the thing. This is the charge to you. Here's my charge to you. This is the boss telling my friends. If your friends aren't any of those things that I just mentioned, get rid of them. If your friends aren't any of those things that I just mentioned, get rid of them. Bad attitudes is contagious. Poverty is contagious. Poverty mindset, we've read about it in this book, right? Remember, you guys? Wealthy mindset versus poverty mindset. You know, poverty mindset is the default. You have to actively work for the wealthy mindset. Otherwise, the human mind will settle for the impoverished mindset. Poverty mindset is the automatic default. You have to actively propel yourself into the wealthy mindset. And so if your accumulation of friends is all in poverty mindsets, if those are the ones that you hang out with, you party with, you club with, you go out with, don't expect any successful outcomes in the future. Get rid of those people. I'm sorry. Listen, I'm not telling you to throw them away. I'm not telling you to diss them. I'm just telling you to stop hanging out with them and stop calling so much. It's really simple. It's really simple. I'm just simply saying, when they invite you to go somewhere, say, "Oh, I can't make it." And they say, "Why?" "I'm busy. I'm working on myself." Part of the working on yourself is I'm replacing you with somebody better. I'm swapping you out. Like that song on Summer Walker's new album, "Switch a Nigga Out." Switch a nigga out. That's the name of the song. Switch a nigga out. You got to switch out some of your friends, ladies and gentlemen. And so today's chapter, we're talking specifically about the mastermind group. It's the power of the mastermind. This is something that I've been talking to people for 10 years. This is something that I want you, this is the shortest chapter in the book and the one that I want you to pay attention to the most. This is the shortest chapter in the book and the one that I want you to pay attention to the most. Please get your, like the video. Please subscribe to the channel. Please like this video. Please subscribe to the channel. This chapter is talking about forming your mastermind group of people who's going to help you get to the next level. If you are sick and tired of where you're living, if you're not doing any better today than you were doing today last year, if you're not doing better today than you were doing today last year, you know, in retail, for those that have been in retail, and if you've been on the managerial level in retail, we call it YOY. YOY. What's your YOY report? Anybody know what YOY stands for? Put it in the chat. Does anybody know what YOY stands for? Put it in the chat. I'm gonna give a shout out to my man, Super Awesome, Mr. Awesome. Everybody throw your ones up for Mr. Awesome. Tell me what YOY means, but first throw your ones up for Mr. Awesome.
Being number one isn't easy.
Salute, he's dropping in. Broke is okay, but not poor. Oh, it's okay to be broke, but you can't be poor. Broke is temporary. Poor is a mindset. Tell him, Mr. Awesome. I almost want to do a show with Mr. Awesome. He'd be dropping the same. He's like a kindred spirit of mine. It's okay to be broke because broke comes and goes. You could be broke just for a little bit. Poor is a mindset. Poor is a mindset. Perpetually poor is a mindset. Broke is a temporary setback. Shout out to Mr. Awesome. He gets it. I don't even know why he's a member of my show. He needs to probably be teaching some of these classes. Both him and Ace and Jonathan Barronville. Shout out to you, Mr. Awesome. Shout out to Mr. Awesome. I appreciate you. You guys know why? Nobody knows what YOY stands for. I don't see it in the chat. Year over year. It's a metric report that managers and supervisors have to run. How well did you do in your department today versus last year? What's the percentage increase? We always want to have an increase. Even if it's a small increase, you got to do better. You cannot be in the red on your YOY report. You cannot be in the red on your YOY report. How was your sales this year versus last year? You are competing against yourself last year. If you're the manager of my jewelry department, like you know, when I had a supervisor that was up on the second floor of Sears over here at the Baldwin Hills Crenshaw Plaza, when she was the manager of my jewelry department, I wanted her to run, she actually did a MOM, which is month over month. I want you to do better every month. But in life, I need you guys to run a YOY report. I need you guys to run a YOY report. Year over year, are you better this year than you were last year on the same day? Today is December 6th. December 6th, 2020. Are you better in every aspect of life than you were last year? Money, relationships, mental stability, physical condition. If you're not, what's the problem? What's going on? Can we attribute some of that to the people that you've been hanging around? Some of the people that you've been fucking? Fellas, can we assign that to some of the women that you've been fucking? Is she holding you back? Ladies, some of the men that you've been fucking? Year over year, ladies and gentlemen, you need to run a better report year over year. But today we're going to read chapter 10 of Think and Grow Rich, the power of the mind. Power of the mastermind, the driving force, the 9th step towards riches. Let's go. What do you say? All right, here we go. Happy birthday. Whose birthday is it? Miss Parker. Miss Parker's birthday. Everybody throw your ones up for Miss Parker.
Being number one isn't easy.
Everybody throw your ones up for Miss Parker.
Being number one isn't easy.
Hey, Miss Parker, happy birthday. Everybody throw your ones up for Miss Parker.
Being number one isn't easy.
Today is her birthday, not yesterday and not tomorrow. Today is her birthday. Happy to have you here. I'm happy. I'm happy to have you hanging out with me on your birthday. You could be anywhere. You could be asleep. You could be watching TV. You could be having sex. You could be drinking wine. You could be grubbing down. But you're here with your boy. Thank you so much. I really appreciate you being here on your birthday. That's right, everybody. Throw them ones up.
Being number one isn't easy.
Throw your ones up to Miss Parker. You guys ready? How does the image look? You know, I did some camera setting switches. You know, I'm a film producer, and I did some setting changes on my camera because I would sit back in the bright because I had a few things on automatic and a few things on manual, so I did some switcheroos so that the color temperature doesn't change when I move, and that my skin tone is more accurate. I'm a chocolate brother. With a red undertone. Like my natural skin is dark brown with a red undertone. I got some Indian in my family. So I hope my camera looks good. Let's read, you guys. Today's chapter is the most important and the one I want you guys to pay the most attention to. Grab a notepad and pen if you possibly can. If you have a book, make sure you have a highlighter. If you're watching this on your phone, make sure you highlight. If you're reading this along with me on your phone, make sure you highlight this particular chapter as well. There's a lot of good points in here. This is the most important. Chapter 10, Power of the Mastermind, the Driving Force, the 9th step towards riches. Power is essential for success in the accumulation of money. Plans are inert and useless without sufficient power to translate them into action. This chapter will describe the method by which an individual may attain and apply power. Power may be defined. What's going on here? Let's get this together. Sorry about that, you guys. Power may be defined as organized and intelligently directed knowledge. Power, as the term here used, refers to organized effort sufficient to enable an individual to transmute desire into its monetary equivalent. Organized effort is produced through the coordination of effort of two or more people who work toward a definite end in a spirit of harmony. Power is required for the accumulation of money. Power is necessary for the retention of the money after you have accumulated it. I'm going to read that again. Power is required for getting the bag. Power is necessary to keep the bag. Let us ascertain how power may be acquired. If power is organized knowledge, let us examine the sources of knowledge. A, infinite intelligence. Okay. A, infinite intelligence. This source of knowledge may be contacted through the procedure described in another chapter with the aid of creative imagination. B, accumulated experience, wisdom, basically. The accumulated experience of a man or woman, or that portion of which has been organized and recorded, may be found in any well-equipped public library. An important part of this accumulated experience is taught in public schools and colleges where it has been classified and organized. C, experiment and research. In the field of science and in practically every other walk of life, men and women are gathering, classifying, and organizing new facts every day. This is the source to which one must turn when knowledge is not available through accumulated experience. Here, too, the creative imagination must often be used. Knowledge may be acquired from any of the foregoing sources. It may be converted into power by organizing it into definite plans and by expressing those plans in terms of action. Examination of the three major sources of knowledge will readily disclose the difficulty an individual would have if he depended upon his efforts alone in assembling knowledge and expressing it through definite plans in terms of action. If his plans are comprehensive and if they are to contemplate large proportions, he must generally induce others to cooperate with him before he can inject into them the necessary elements of power. If you want to get a large bag, you cannot do it alone. Sidebar. Basically, nobody does it alone. That's what he was just basically saying. Let's continue. Gaining power through the mastermind. The mastermind, quote unquote, may be defined as a coordination of knowledge and effort in a spirit of harmony between two or more people for the attainment of a definite purpose. That is what a mastermind is. There is no single mastermind. A mastermind is the coordination of knowledge and effort in a spirit of harmony between two or more people for the attainment of a definite purpose. No individual may have great power without availing himself of the mastermind. In a preceding chapter, instructions were given for the creation of plans for the purpose of translating desire into its monetary equivalent. If you carry out these instructions with persistence and intelligence and use discrimination in the selection of your mastermind group that we're all going to form, right? Your objective will have been halfway reached even before you begin to recognize it. So you may better understand the intangible potentialities of power available to you through a properly chosen mastermind group. We will here explain the two characteristics of the mastermind principle, one of which is economic in nature and the other is psychic. The economic feature is obvious. Economic advantages may be created by any person who surrounds themselves with the advice, the counsel, and the personal cooperation of a group of people who are willing to lend themselves wholehearted aid in a spirit of perfect harmony. This form of cooperative alliance has been the basis of nearly every single great fortune. Your understanding of this great truth may definitely determine your financial success. Now, the psychic phase of the mastermind principle is much more abstract, much more difficult to comprehend because it has a reference to the spiritual forces within the human race as a whole is not well acquainted. You may catch a significant suggestion from this statement. No two minds ever come together without thereby creating a third invisible, intangible force, which may be likened to a third mind. Basically, I'm going to read it again. No two minds, no two people's minds come together without thereby creating a third mind. When you get with somebody in perfect harmony, you guys create a whole different brain. Invisible, intangible force when you guys get together. Now, keep in mind that the fact that there are only two known elements in the whole universe, energy and matter. There's only two known elements in the entire universe, energy and matter. It is a well-known fact that matter may be broken down into units of molecules and atoms and electrons. There are units of matter which may be isolated, separated, and analyzed. Likewise, there are units of energy. The human mind is a form of energy, a part of it being spiritual in nature. When the minds of two people are coordinated in the spirit of harmony, let me emphasize the spirit of harmony sidebar, everybody. We're not talking about somebody that you're dating and y'all always arguing, but you're talking about, getting together and doing something and working together and working it out. That's not what we're talking about. We're not talking about somebody that you like a lot, but you guys kind of like get on each other's nerves, or one person is always doing some fuck shit, or one person is kind of jealous, or maybe they don't support you wholeheartedly. You know, maybe it's a lopsided support. Maybe you always helping them, but they don't do anything to help you. We're not talking about that. The spirit of harmony is yin and yang. We're talking about people who push each other, don't argue and fight with each other, and want genuinely for each other to win. All right. I just want to emphasize that part of the spirit of harmony. When the minds of two people are coordinated in a spirit of harmony, the spiritual units of energy of each mind form an affinity, which constitutes the psychic phase of the mastermind. The mastermind principle, or rather the economic feature of it, was first called to my attention by Andrew Carnegie over 25 years ago. Discovery of this principle was responsible for the choice of my life's work. Mr. Carnegie's mastermind group consisted of a staff of approximately 50 men whom he surrounded himself for the definite purpose of manufacturing and marketing steel. He attributed his entire fortune to the power he accumulated through this mastermind group. Analyze the record of any man who has accumulated a great fortune, and many of those who have accumulated modest fortunes as well, and you will find that they have either consciously or unconsciously employed the mastermind principle. Great power can be accumulated through no other principle. Great power cannot be accumulated through no other principle other than the principle of the mastermind. Energy is nature's universal set of building blocks, out of which she constructs every material thing in the universe, including man, and every form of animal and every vegetable life. Through a process which only nature completely understands, she translates energy into matter. Nature's building blocks are available to man, and the energy involved in thinking. Man's brain, your brain, my friends, may be compared to an electric battery. It absorbs energy from the ether, which permeates every atom of matter and fills the entire universe. It is a well-known fact that a group of electric batteries will provide more energy than a single battery alone. It is also a well-known fact that an individual battery will provide energy in proportion to the number and capacity of the cells that it contains. The brain functions in a similar fashion. This accounts for the fact that some brains are more efficient than others and leads to this significant statement: a group of brains coordinated or connected in a spirit of harmony will provide more thought energy than a single brain, just as a group of electric batteries will provide more energy than a single battery. Through this metaphor, it becomes immediately obvious that the mastermind principle holds the secret of the power wielded by men who surround themselves with other men of brains. There follows now another statement which led still nearer to an understanding of the psychic phase of the mastermind principle. When a group of individual brains are coordinated and function in harmony, the increased energy created through that alliance becomes available to every single individual brain in the group. It is a well-known fact that Henry Ford began his business career under the handicap of poverty, illiteracy, and ignorance. It is an equally well-known fact that within the inconceivably short period of 10 years, Mr. Ford mastered these three handicaps, and within 25 years, he made himself one of the richest men in America. Connect with this fact, the additional knowledge that Mr. Ford's most rapid strides became noticeable from the time he became a personal friend of Thomas A. Edison, and you will begin to understand that you'll begin to understand what the influence of one mind upon another mind can accomplish. Go a step further and consider the fact that Mr. Ford's most outstanding achievements began from the time that he formed the acquaintances of Harvey Firestone, John Burroughs, and Luther Burbank, each a man of great brain capacity. And you will have further evidence that the power may be produced through friendly alliance of minds. There is little, if any, doubt that Henry Ford is one of the best informed men in the business and industrial world. The question of his wealth needs no discussion. Analyze Mr. Ford's intimate personal friends. Like I said, if I was to analyze the people in your favorite 5, remember I talked about that. If I analyze your friends in your phone that you talk to on a daily basis, listen, anyways, we'll get to that later. Analyze Henry Ford's intimate personal friends, some of whom have already been mentioned, and you will be prepared to understand the following statement. Quote, men take on the nature and the habits and the power of thought of those with whom they associate in spirit of sympathy and harmony. I repeat, men take on the nature and the habits of the power and the power of thought of those people with whom they associate in a spirit of sympathy and harmony. End quote. Henry Ford whipped poverty's ass. He whipped illiteracy and he whipped ignorance by allying himself with great minds whose vibrations of thought he absorbed into his own mind. Through his association with Thomas Edison and Burbank and John Burroughs and Firestone, Mr. Ford added to his own brain power the sum and substance of the intelligence, experience, knowledge, and spiritual forces of these 4 men. Moreover, he appropriated and made use of the mastermind principle through the methods of the procedure described in this book. This principle is available to you. Let me read that again. This principle is available to you. This weekend, over in our PLDC chat group for soldiers who are full-time or higher, they were talking. I didn't get involved in it, but they were doing, like, RCC and Mr. Awesome and Ace. They were over there talking about just it was a great sight to see, because I see what this is going to end up becoming. I see where it's going to grow, especially as people join that group and become a part of that group. The vibrational thoughts that they were having, speaking on some world events, is exactly what this book is talking about. It's really awesome to see the power of a mastermind. Now, that's not a mastermind group. That's a primary leadership and development group. It's about making sure that we're doing better and all that kind of stuff. It's not necessarily a mastermind. There's no singularity. There's no singular mission for each individual person. It's really just kind of like a leveled up chat room. But I could still see the power of the mastermind working while these brothers was in there talking. Ladies and gentlemen, you're all welcome. Everybody who's part of the membership over here, who's a full-time soldier or higher, is welcome to the group. If you're not part of it, I sent you the invitation. Just check your spam, check your email, or email me, and I'll give you the link. But that's just what was happening. And so it's weird to see that he says this principle is available to you. Let me continue. We have already mentioned that Mahatma Gandhi, perhaps the majority of those who have heard Gandhi, look upon him as merely an eccentric little man who goes around without formal wearing apparel and makes trouble for the British government. In reality, Gandhi is not eccentric, but he is the most powerful man now living. When he was alive when this book was written. And this man here says Gandhi is not eccentric, but he is the most powerful man now living. estimated by the number of his followers and their faith in their leaders. Moreover, he is probably the most powerful man who has ever lived. His power is passive, but it is real. Let us study the method by which he attained this stupendous power. It may be explained in a few words. He came by power through inducing over 200 million people in 1925. 200 million people to coordinate with mind and body in a spirit of harmony for one definite purpose. In brief, Gandhi has accomplished a miracle, for it is a miracle when 200 million people can be induced, not forced, by the way, but induced to cooperate in a spirit of harmony for a limitless time. If you doubt that this is a miracle, try to induce 2 people to cooperate in a spirit of harmony for any length of time. Not 200 million. 2. See if you can do it with just 2. Every man who manages a business knows what a difficult matter it is to get employees to work together in a spirit even remotely resembling harmony. Oh my God. I got hit with that. My employees are probably watching right now. And you already know how hard it is for me to get y'all to work together sometimes. Y'all are probably at the studio watching right now or listening right now through the fucking through the stereo system in the studio. And y'all already know it's hard for me to get y'all to cooperate a lot of times. Y'all still get the job done, though. I love y'all. But y'all be fighting unnecessarily. Every man who manages a business knows what a difficult matter it is to get employees to work together in a spirit of even remotely resembling harmony. The list of the chief sources from which power may be attained is, as you have seen, headed by infinite intelligence. When 2 or more people coordinate in a spirit of harmony and work toward a definite objective, they place themselves in position through that alliance to absorb power directly from the great universe storehouse of infinite intelligence. This is the greatest of all sources of power. It is the source to which the genius turns. It is the source to which every great leader turns, whether he may be conscious of the fact or not. The other 2 major sources from which the knowledge necessary for the accumulation of power may be attained are no more reliable than the 5 senses of man. The senses are not always reliable. Infinite intelligence does not make an error. Your 5 senses are not always reliable. Sight, feeling, taste, hearing, right? Wait, did I name them all? Because I always miss one. Hearing, seeing, tasting, touching, and hearing, seeing, tasting, and smelling. So smell, seeing, hearing, tasting, touching. Those are the 5 senses. They're not always reliable. However, infinite intelligence does not make a mistake. In subsequent chapters, the method of which infinite intelligence may be most readily contacted will be adequately described. This is not a course on religion. No fundamental principle described in this book should be interpreted as being intended to interfere either directly or indirectly with any man's religious habits. This book applies to everybody, and it does not impress upon any particular religion or even spiritual belief, just to be clear. This book has confined exclusively to instructing the reader on how to transmute the definite purpose of desire for money into its monetary equivalent. Read, think, and meditate as you read. Soon, the entire subject will unfold, and you will see it in perspective. You are now seeing the detail of the individual chapters. Money is as shy and elusive as the old-time maiden. It must be wooed and won by methods not unlike those used by a determined lover in pursuit of the girl of his choice. And coincidentally, as it is, the power used in the wooing of money is not greatly different from that used in wooing a maiden. That power, when successfully used in the pursuit of money, must be mixed with faith. It must be mixed with desire. It must be mixed with persistence. It must be applied through a plan, and that plan must be set into action. When money comes into quantities known as the big money, right? When the big bag, it flows to the person who accumulates it as easily as water flows downhill. There exists a great unseen stream of power, which may be compared to the river, except that one side flows in one direction, carrying all those who get on that side of the stream onward and upward to wealth. And the other side flows in the opposite direction, carrying all those who are unfortunate enough to get into it and not able to extricate themselves from it, downward to misery and poverty. That river flows two ways, you guys. You either get rich or you get poor. Which side of the river do you want to be on? Every man who has accumulated a great fortune has recognized the existence of this stream of life. It consists of one's thinking process, mindset. The positive emotion of thought form the side of the stream which carries one to fortune. The negative emotions form the side which carries one down to poverty. Positivity takes you to wealthiness. Negativity keeps you poor, takes you to the poorhouse. This carries a thought of stupendous importance to the person who is following this book with the object of accumulating a fortune. If you are in the side of the stream of power, which leads to poverty, this may serve as an oar by which you may propel yourself onto the other side of the stream. It can serve you only through the application and use. Merely reading this book and passing judgment on it, either one way or another, will in no way benefit you. Some people undergo the experience of alternating between the positive and the negative side. Some people they win some and they lose some. They win some and they lose some. Sometimes they're up, sometimes they're down. That's what Mr. Awesome was talking about, being broke. Sometimes you broke, sometimes you aren't. Sometimes you up in your bread, and sometimes you down, you out of luck. You don't know what to do. The Wall Street crash of 1929 swept millions of people from the positive side to the negative side of the stream. These millions of people are struggling, some of them in desperation and fear, to get back to the positive side of the stream. This book was written specifically for those millions of people. Poverty and riches often exchange places. The crash of 1929 taught the world this truth. Although the world would not long remember the lesson, poverty may, and generally does, voluntarily take the place of riches. It does. Sometimes you down and out. Sometimes your money ain't up. But when your money takes the place of poverty, the change is usually brought about through a well-conceived and carefully executed plans. Poverty needs no plan. Remember I told you guys earlier, poverty is default. That's what the book taught us in the last chapter. Poverty is by default. It doesn't need no plans. Being broke, being poor, there's no plans necessary. Poverty needs no plans. It needs nobody to help it. It needs no aid because it is in and of itself bold and ruthless. Riches, money, wealth, abundance, living a fantastic economic lifestyle. Riches are shy and timid. They have to be attracted. You got to do something to get the money. Anybody can wish for riches, and most people do, but only a few know that a definite plan plus a burning desire for wealth are the only dependable means of accumulating wealth. And that's the chapter, guys. Listen, ladies and gentlemen, the power of a mastermind. Well, we'll talk about it. Let's talk about our key ideas real quick. What's the key ideas of chapter 10 that we just read? Key idea number 1. There are 3 sources of knowledge. They are infinite intelligence, accumulated experience, and experiment and research. Number 2, no one can gain great power without being part of a mastermind group. Let me read that again. No one can gain great power without being a part of a mastermind group. Number 3, there are 2 elements in the mastermind group. One is economic and the other is psychic. Number 4, the economic advantage is obvious. When you surround yourself with others who have resources, you have access to them as well. The psychic advantage is more abstract and harder to understand. There is a phenomenon where the energy of a group is bigger and more powerful than than that of the individuals within it. This is the power of the mastermind group. Number 6, the positive emotions of thought Number 6, the positive emotions of thought carry one to fortune. I said that wrong. The positive emotions of thought form carry one to fortune. That's just written wrong. I don't know. The negative emotions carry one down to poverty. Yes. And number 7, poverty and riches often exchange places. And that's the chapter, baby. That's the chapter. Are you drinking, ladies and gentlemen? What is that in my water? Are you drinking enough water every day? Your BCAAs. Remember I told you to get your BCAAs. Get it from any pharmacy, any GNC. Order it online. I don't care. Angela says, read the next chapter. No, I'm not reading the next chapter. I should, huh? The next chapter is not even long either. On Wednesday, that chapter is not big either. We're almost done with this book, you guys. Listen, we talked about the power of the mastermind group. It is, it's not an option. It's not an option. Now, let me talk about what I failed to do the last 3 times I've read this book. I failed to join and or create a mastermind group where I was going to be in perfect harmony with the members of said group to attain my goal. I remember I think maybe the second time I read the book, I put it out on Facebook. I got a lot of Facebook friends. And I was like, yo, I'm trying to form a mastermind group. And this is why. And I broke down what I was trying to do. And I broke down what I want. Nobody wanted to join. I got thousands and thousands of friends on Facebook. Thousands of people read that post. Nobody joined. It's one of the reasons why I don't really hang out. You won't see. I used to party, man. Listen, 20 years ago, 10 years ago, shit. I used to party, man. I used to party. I'm in LA, all through Hollywood, from Long Beach to Santa Monica, to the Valley, to everywhere, downtown. I'm partying. I'm in Hollywood. I'm doing my thing. I was a film producer. I was in the film industry. I made money. I used to be a promoter. I used to throw events. I used to design my flyers or get them. No, I designed them or got them designed. Got them printed out. Thousands. I used to go send it out. I used to pay for promotion. I had a street team. I used to do that. Now today, when I think about all that time I wasted with a bunch of motherfuckers that it's almost like it's hard to explain it to people because you got to go through it to get it. I can't explain. It's hard to explain to people how much time I wasted doing it. Shout out to my man. Everybody, throw your ones up.
Being number 1 isn't easy.
Throw your ones up. My man, Bridging the Gap, RG Purdue, he says, because you keep pouring into all of us. He said, Shan, because you keep pouring into all of us, I got a dub on it. I got a dub on it. Everybody throw your ones up for RG.
Being number one isn't easy.
Thank you, man. I appreciate you. Yes, and I intend to not stop. I don't have an end date. Bridging the gap. I don't have an end date. This is indefinite. Me pouring in and doing what I'm doing, I don't intend to stop. I just don't intend to stop. In fact, I'm setting things up in my life now that I'm making space to make this just part of my daily routine. Thank you, man, for your support. Thank you for I'm sorry. Thank you for your continued support. You continue to bless me. So I'm going to continue to do what I do. You encourage me, man. Thank you so much. Thank you for that. I used to throw parties. I used to have fun. Now you don't really see me hanging out like that no more. I may go to Culver City, go to maybe, happy hour. I may go downtown, hit up a hotel, bar, happy hour, have a drink, call it a day. I don't really party like that no more because I realize how much time it was wasted. And I watch people who party. I watch the youngsters. People listen, have fun. I get it. I understand. Have fun. They just don't know that they're wasting their time. And you can't explain it to them because they think that they're lit. They think that they're having fun and they showing off on Instagram and shit and they taking pictures and they throwing it up on their story. They think that that's it. Unfortunately, they have to go through that to get to where I'm at today. It's the ones that recognize that shit early that those people are going to be working for it. It's just the way it is. They don't realize that they think that having fun and partying is extraordinary. Actually, that's ordinary. They're doing that's basic. It's the people that don't do that when they could that's being extraordinary. And I did that shit. I wasted so many years, you guys. I wasted so many years. And I don't want the people that follow me to make the same mistakes that I made. I don't want anybody to make the same. I'm 50 years old almost. I don't want anybody to make the same mistakes that I made. So that's why I'm here. That's why I'm here. Oh, see, I gotta get the camera. It was dark for a second, but why was it dark? Was it because my hand was here? I don't know why. Now then, I put my hand down and lightened up. See, I need a TV. I need a monitor. Marvy, I need to bring that monitor from the studio here so I could see myself when I'm looking at the camera. Because I like to look at the camera. I don't like to look down. I don't like to look down. I like to look straight ahead. But I can't see myself. I'm looking at a lens right now. So when I look down, it's like, oh, but now the camera corrected itself. So this is where I actually want to be. And I wonder, is it because I had my hands up? And then I changed the settings so that it's metering the entire frame and not just the center. And so now that it's metering the entire frame, the colors are more natural and whatnot. However, I don't know why it was dark just now. I have no idea. Anyways, the reality is, ladies and gentlemen, you have to form a mastermind group. You have to form a mastermind group. You have no choice. The first step to forming a mastermind group, and here, how can I give you advice when I failed to do it myself 3 times? The first step to forming a mastermind group is to establish the people that you currently know in that group if they're worthy. You need to establish the people that you currently know in the group, if and only if they're worthy. Aside from that, you got to get rid of the people that's not. Now, I ain't telling you to just not call your friends, not hang out no more, but I'm saying you got to keep a distance. My advice to you is to not hang out with them no more. I'm sorry. It is what it is. I know you want to go. I know you want to get it. I know you want to go to that all white yacht party or all white, whatever the fuck party at the club. You know, they got balloons with their age in the balloon and shit. You want to go blow some candles and you want to order a cranberry and vodka and babysit the drink for 3 hours. I know what you want to do, you guys. Stop. It's a waste of time. You're wasting your time. You're wasting your time. You need to surround yourself with people who get it like you getting it or getting it like you want to get it. Let me repeat that. You need to surround yourself with people who's getting it like you get it, or people who's getting it like you want to get it. But if you're surrounded by a bunch of people who is looking up to you and you only, and if you're the smartest person in your crew, you need a new crew. If you're the smartest person in your crew, you need a new crew. Ladies, if you're the most innovative, if you're the most ambitious, if you're the most intelligent, you're the biggest go-getter in your crew of girls, you're wasting your time. Fellas, if your boys that you hang out with and that you ball with and that you play games with, that you guys do online fucking Xbox and PlayStation, the guys that you chill with, if you're the wealthiest, the most intelligent, the most healthiest, the best looking of your crew, you need to dump them bros. You need to dump them dudes. I know they're hanging around you, but they're probably just leeches. They're probably just leeches. You're probably just validating them on a day-to-day basis, but they really have no intentions on meeting you at your eye level. You got to get rid of them, man. Sorry. You got to level up. You got to find somebody else. You got to start hanging out with different type folk. You got to find new bros. No new friends is what Drake said, right? No, that's not the case when you on your way up. He didn't say no new friends when his ass was broke. You can scream no new friends once you make it. In the meantime, you need some new friends. You need some new friends, you guys. All right. I appreciate you guys. I'll be going live later on today. Security Boss Unsolicited is here. Security Boss Unsolicited is here. You know, what did she say? Thank you for the $10 super chat. Everybody throw your ones up to Security
Being number
Boss.
one isn't easy.
Everybody throw your ones up to Miss Security Boss Unsolicited. She says, join Shannon live on our panel this evening at Unsolicited. Yes. I'm going live 2 more times today. At 1 o'clock, I'm going live to talk about nuclear families. At 1 o'clock, I'm going live right here on my channel talking about nuclear families. That's what we're going to discuss. But then I'm going live after that with Unsolicited. Oh, we're going to have a great discussion over there. Do you see her name? Search her name. Follow her channel. You can't just go find it. You got to follow her channel. I need everybody to follow Security Boss Unsolicited. And then once you follow her, there's a little bell. Hit the bell. So once you follow her, soon as we go live this evening, your phone will tell you, yo, we up. We're going to have a great discussion over there. And it's not even going to be long. She doesn't go live longer than 2 hours. So we're going to have a great panel discussion over there. I'll see you at Security Boss's page tonight. Make sure you subscribe to her channel, please. I'm asking you. We're going to make it happen. Miss Parker, why are you paying $10 on your birthday? Miss Parker says, I appreciate you, Shannon. I appreciate you, but it's your birthday. I don't know how to do refunds. How do you refund the super chat? We got Miss Parker on her birthday supporting the channel. Is she sewing into her future? Is she setting up to make sure that she gets $70 at least back? That's what she's really doing. She put $10 over here. She's going to get $70 back in something else. Somebody's going to hit her off with a pair of new Steve Madden thigh-high boots worth $450 out of the blue. That's how that works, you guys. Oh, but I gave $10 over here, but ended up over here with a pair of Christian Louboutins that you didn't pay for. Like brand new, not pre-owned, brand new Christian Louboutins in your size. And it's like, well, how did I get that? That came from this because you did that. Thank you so much, Miss Parker. Thank you so much, Security Boss. Security Boss, I'll see you tonight. We're going to be live on her show. Make sure you guys subscribe to her channel. Happy birthday, Miss Parker. Happy birthday, Miss Parker. Listen, oh, my guy, MA is here. Manosphere Algorithm. Shout out to MA. That's my guy. He wears the mask. He who wears the mask. You know why I like MA? Because in my fraternity, Kappa Alpha Psi, we have a poem called He Who Wears the Mask. He Who Wears the Mask. I could recite it. I should recite. I don't do it. Yeah, I know it. No, I'm not going to recite it. Aaron, you know what I'm talking about. He Who Wears the Mask. Nupes. He Who Wears the Mask. Shout out to MA. He's getting his channel together. Hopefully he'll launch soon. I tap in with him. I check him every once in a while to see if he got his content flowing out. Listen, I appreciate you guys today. It was a great chapter. It's the most important chapter, the power of the mastermind group. You cannot get wealthy if you don't become a part of or form your own mastermind group. My man. Oh, where? You know what? And I gotta see. You know what? I don't get used. I gotta get used to this. My stream sponsor. I told y'all to remind me about that stream sponsor thing. Shout out to Ace. Everybody, throw your ones up.
Being number one isn't easy.
Throw your ones up. Ace blessed us with a second $20 super chat. Ace says, give Miss Parker her money back.
Being number one isn't easy.
Give Miss Parker her bread back. Over here sewing into the channel on her birthday. Ace was like, nah, that ain't how we get down. Ace is like, nah, man, that ain't how we get down. We don't get down like that. What you doing? Slide that back. Run that back. Everybody throw your ones up for Ace. Throw your ones up for Ace. I appreciate you, bro. Thank you so much. And ladies and gentlemen, I appreciate you as well. I hope you guys are applying the things that we're learning in this book. You have to create a mastermind group. It's tough. I know. Listen, it's going to be hard to do. I tried to do it myself. Hey, Kim.
Being number one isn't easy.
Everybody throw your ones up for Kim. Throw your ones up for Kim.
Being number one isn't easy.
She says, send Miss Parker a t-shirt. Miss Parker, you getting birthday gifts. Miss Parker.
Being number one isn't easy.
Kim and Ace just blessed you with birthday gifts. You getting birthday gifts. Did you guys see my post that I put? Hold on. Let me go find my post. Where's my post at? Where's my Instagram? Y'all a blessing. I bet that's another blessing from Miss Parker. Damn. Come on, iPad. Get it together. Where is my social media? Where is my Instagram? Let me go to my page. Did you guys see the post that I put up in my community tab? It says, strangers from the internet will support you more than most of your real life friends. It said, did you see my post? I put it on my Instagram page, but I put it also over here on my page at YouTube. On my page at YouTube, go to the community tab off on my page. And then scroll when you see my meme. Scroll where you see the meme and it says, strangers from the internet will support you more than your real life friends. Strangers from the internet will support you more than your real life friends. Miss Parker's birthday is today. She came over here and blessed me with $10. Ace said, bruh, here's 20. Get that back. Kim came after her and said, Shan, get that back. And then after that, Marvelette hit us with a $15 super chat. Everybody throw your
Being
ones
number
up
one isn't easy.
for Marvelette. Throw your ones up for Marvelette.
Being number one isn't easy.
She blessed the channel with 15. All love, Third Mind. All love, Third Mind. Phones ringing everywhere. And then Red Lipstick Vibes came in. Throw your ones up.
Being number one isn't easy.
Everybody throw your ones up for Red Lipstick Vibes podcast. Marvelette hit us with $15. Red Lipstick Vibes hit us with $5. Happy birthday, Miss Parker. Blessings. I said strangers from the internet will support you more than most of your real life friends. Tell me that's not, you don't see that happening in real time. Tell me you don't see that happening in real time. So now I got to go and send a gift card to Miss Parker. I didn't pay for it. You guys paid for it. We got to bless Miss Parker with a gift card. Kim was like, buy her a shirt. She paid for it. It's just that simple. Strangers on the internet will support you more than your real life friends. Miss Parker, you got a gift card coming up. As soon as we're done, I'm gonna just check your email. I'm gonna send it over. The staff will have it. I sent it out to you. Happy birthday to you. Happy birthday to you from these strangers on the internet. Happy birthday to you from the strangers of YouTube. Happy birthday to you from the strangers of YouTube. Listen, everybody, I appreciate you. I appreciate everybody. Let's do the chat contest winner. How about that? Let's do the chat contest winner. Let me run back over here. We're gonna close the entries. Once we see the notification that the entries are closed, we'll pick a winner. We'll pick a winner. Hell, I got more super chats coming. Look at that. Snuggles. Everybody throw your ones up for Snuggles.
Being number one isn't easy.
Throw your ones up for Snuggles, you guys. What if Snuggles says, I'm joining in with the group. Everybody saying give that back. So guess what you should do? Give more back.
Being number one isn't easy.
Everybody throw your ones up for Snuggles 668. She put 5 on it. She put 5 on it. She put 5 on it. Shout out to Snuggles 668. Look at this, you guys. And Ace has updated his support. Ace has updated his support. He is the sponsor of the chat today. At now 50, he's at $60 in super chats. He said, it's winter. Let's get her a hoodie. Let's get her a hoodie. Let's give Miss Parker a hoodie. Listen, listen. I'm just a conduit, you guys. I'm just a conduit. Let the water flow through me. Let the water flow through your boy Shannon. Happy birthday, Miss Parker. They love you. Happy birthday from your friends on the internet. Everybody throw your ones up to Ace for sponsoring today's show.
Being number one isn't easy.
Kim, Marvelette, Snuggles. Thank you so much, everybody. I appreciate you guys. Winter is coming. JT Coin Rings is here. My man JT. What's happening? My man JT is in the house, y'all. I always love it when he pulls up. Winter is coming. No t-shirts. Ace and Coin JT is like, no, man, slide her a hoodie. Slide her a hoodie. We're going to shoot her off with I'm going to hit her off with the gift card. Thank you, guys. I appreciate you. The contest winner is... Pick a winner. And... Mika G. Mika G. Mika G is the contest winner. There it is. Mika G has won the free gift card from Bars Raw. Be sure to email us chatwinner@shannonrawls.com to claim your prize. You got 24 hours, Mika G. Every time I go live, we give back. Every time I go live, we give away stuff for free. I don't intend to ever stop doing that. If I get 1 million followers, then I guess we're going to just be giving out stuff to 1 million people. You guys support me and help me and hold me up so much. It's the least I can do. I see people taking super chats. They don't even acknowledge the super chat. Like, how you take money from somebody, you don't even say nothing. I get it if you're really into your conversation, or you're getting super chats that's just flowing in real heavy. You know, like my man Kevin Samuels, he gets so many super chats. It'll ruin the show. trying to acknowledge every super chat. Look at the lead attorney. He gets so much support and help from the community. It derails the show if he mentions anything under $20. So he mentions super chat, but at least they're mentioning. Some people, I've seen shows that they hardly get nothing. They like, oh man, thank you for that. And so yeah, what we were saying was blah blah blah. Oh, okay, I appreciate you for the super chat. All right, thank you. And so yeah, no, I'm not gonna do that. I'm gonna do something. I'm putting it on my screen. I'm gonna have explosions and shit. We're gonna have explosions and we're gonna have fucking grenades going off. If I can't stop talking, you're gonna get acknowledged somehow, some way. It's the least I can do when you giving your money out, man. Just like my man J2 Coin Rings did just now with the $2 super chat. He put something on it. It's hoodie season. He says it's hoodie season. He's putting something on it. You think I'm not gonna have that show up on the screen? Say we was into a heavy, deep conversation right now. You could see that. I want that burned into the video. So people in the future will always know. People get these super chats. You'll rewatch the video later and you won't even know that anybody even supported them. Not over here. Not over here. That shit's burned. Every time somebody donates anything, when you subscribe and I'm live, when you join the army, when you give 99 cents, it's burned into the video for everybody to see in the future. And if you don't like that, then this ain't the channel for you. It's just that simple. Thank you so much, JT Coin Rings. I appreciate your support, man. I appreciate your support. My name is Mr. Shannon Rawls. Thank you for reading along with us. Remember, reading is the way to expand your mind and your bank account. Tune in next time to Rich People Read, and you, my friends, are dismissed.
Yeah. Escucha. Mío en tu habitación, solo los 2 segundos que hay que detener. Porque si no siento tu voz o tu olor, te extraño y te quiero ver. Quiero ver. Tanto me falta. Todas esas noches tan soñadas. Que me levantes la mirada. Tú tienes pinta de indicada. Me haces falta, bebé. Dime qué tengo que hacer pa' tenerte de una vez, pa' no poderte perder. Dulce, eres mi bombón. Te quiero melocotón. Por ti corro un maratón. Solo de la dirección. Tú y yo, queriendo más amor. Pa' mí no es suficiente. Yo quiero tu calor. Tú y yo, con esa conexión. Somos lo que la gente no ha visto de los dos. Tanto me falta. Todas esas noches tan soñadas. Que me levantes la mirada. Tú tienes pinta de indicada. Mira, somos perfectos. Es algo indiscutible. Mi estilo y tu estilo no están disponibles. Solo soy sensible cuando te tengo porque eres irresistible. Tus labios combinan con tus ojos porque eres tan pretty que hasta yo de eso me antojo. Chica, necesito mis anteojos. Quiero verte en noche hermosa de todos modos. Tú y yo, queriendo más amor. A mí no es suficiente. Yo quiero tu calor. Tú y yo, con esa conexión. Somos lo que la gente no ha visto de los dos. Tanto me falta. Todas esas noches tan soñadas. Que me levantes la mirada. Tú tienes pinta de indicada. Tanto me falta. Todas esas noches tan soñadas. tienes pinta de indicar.